Jay, but last night I had a meal with a guy who does 15 million a year. He did 30 million last year. He does 15 million. He's on pace for 15 million this year, and he does it in the restoration construction business. And he wants my lifestyle. That's why I met him. I want what you have, because I see you're like doing your thing and you're having so much fun. And he met somebody who knew me, like blah blah blah, and I was like, well, I know him because my cousin knows him. Blah blah blah. Here we are at lunch, and he's like, I want what you have. And what was funny though is his business was 150,000 to get going because he had to get some trucks and he had to get all this shit. And here, like, you know, here you can get in for a few grand, and you know, you take like you take even your highest ticket, and let's say you throw some marketing on it. So GRN 12,500. You spend 5 more grand on marketing and a better computer. You're still under 20, and you can have a lifestyle that people making 15 million fast sizes on.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It is. Well, yeah. I mean, when you talk about making a brick and mortar business, the minimum is 6 figures to start it. You know, with this business, the internet model, all you need is a nice computer. You don't even really need a nice computer. You just need a decent computer. I know you got, yeah, Mark started with like a $250 junk. I don't know what you started with, Jonathan, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, at the end of the day, like anything you can buy nowadays for $250 is actually pretty damn good. I mean, you can get stuff at Walmart. It's all about the internet. Who cares, you know, how fast it is anymore? If you can get on the internet and get connection, you're gravy. So that's the nice thing about this. There's no overhead. But as far as Jonathan, so because a lot of people who are here have already heard from Mark and things like that, and they want to know, you know, what exactly do you feel that they need to get started with the internet lifestyle? Like, what essential elements do you think that they need?
Hunger, absolute, you know, unflinching hunger. Like, that's what it is. I mean, you know, this conversation, I guarantee if you rewound the conversation 7,000 years ago, there's, you know, this little dude sitting on the edge of a farm or something, and he's, like, playing with rocks, and he's just like, you know, this sucks. Like, I want to be like that merchant over there who's, like, you know, balling or pimping or whatever, and that little dude, you know, figures out a way to take those rocks and carve it into something, and he sells it and blah, blah, blah. Guess what the characteristic was? Guess what it was that drove that guy to be the biggest pimp in, like, Rome, or the biggest pimp of Roman times, or whatever. Like, it wasn't internet, it wasn't, you know, courses, it wasn't whatever. It's hunger. It's absolute, unflinching hunger, drive. I've got to do this mentality.
What do you think, I always wonder, what do you think separates people like us who have failed? I mean, literally, I know every single one of us have failed over and over and over and over and over. And we, for some reason, didn't give up, but the 99% of the world does. What do you think, what is it?